till 2000, you had a whole list of such interesting films and projects to your credit. But then unfortunate accident happened, and post that, when I see the films that you did perhaps did not do as well as your previous films had done. You think that a break that you had to take, or if you could just throw some light on the phase when you met with that accident, and post that, how things changed for you as an actor in your career?
Life is full of tragedy and it's full of triumph. So there are triumphant moments, there are tragic moments. There's some good days, there's some bad days. There's some good years, there's some bad years. So I would say that it's a cumulative force which actually brings about a change. So if you're having a lull in your career, or if you're not having such a good time, or if you're having an exceptionally good time, there are things which work. More than one thing happens. So one of the things which took place, which did definitely interfere, was my left shoulder dislocation, post which I had a lot of physiotherapy done for that. But whenever I would shoot, on and off, it would come out during shoot, maybe in a dance sequence, maybe in an action sequence. And that led to the shooting stopping for a while, and then time for rehab with the shoulder, which required you to go through physiotherapy and stuff like that. But then you couldn't immediately exercise, so there was weight gain also. So there was inconsistency. Then I had a surgery, but it never really did fully heal. So one had to work with that disability. But nonetheless, it's about a lot of factors. So I think that played a role, but not. I mean, there's so many things which, when everything has to go right, it goes right. When everything has to go wrong, it goes wrong. So it's like that.
Also, when there is a lull in your career, people start comparing. See, these actors who they used to look in a certain way, during 90s maybe, and now after so many successful films, they are nowhere, and we don't see them in films. So let's see what they are doing. The things keep cropping up in social media.
Yeah.
So if you come across something and something has been written about you, your career maybe, or you quitting movies for some time, how have you dealt with that, and does that affect you ever?
When you're new to the profession, it may affect you more, but now it's been such a long time. I'm just saying that it's part and parcel of the game. Neither can you take the praises seriously, neither can you take the criticism seriously, because it's not real. Neither is real. I mean, if you're put up on a pedestal and people say you're the best, you're the next best thing, you're going to topple everyone, not to take that seriously, because you're going to put unnecessary pressure on the actor who goes through that kind of a pressure of expectation. And if something negative is written, you know who you are. People sometimes write negative stuff, but you can't let it take either success or failure, criticism or praise too seriously, because it's a very magnified profession, because we are in a high visibility zone. Since we're in a high visibility zone, people are bound to make conclusions about us. So if they do that, one should try not to. I after some time, it doesn't really affect me what they say, what anyone says, because I'm happy with myself. That's what's most important, because nobody can actually determine who you are.
When you take a gap and come back, because you have often taken gaps in between and come back, do you find it any kind of difficulty, any kind of newness you might find little uncomfortable adjusting to, perhaps, or anything that you would want to share?
I think the workshops help tremendously. I think an actor should have a little bit of actor's anxiety, which is required to perform. But no, it's something which it's something which you feel. It's like, you can sing or you don't know how to sing. There's a difference. So it's going into very familiar territory. And every day is new. Every moment is new. You learn every moment if you have the eyes to learn. So it's a very personal perspective. And I think it wasn't daunting. It was very exciting to work in Aarya.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.